live for MRW News. One minute. Turn it off. There you go. Okay. So we're here live for MRW News, and that was heated because of for starters it's cold, and second of all this car hasn't been running for a while, so we just thought we wanted to heat it up a little bit anyway. Hello. You alright? Okay.
What size jacket are you? As in, what size top are you?
I'd say about 8. I'd say 8.
Oh, you're a little. No, I've got a really nice jacket, £100. I don't really want to give it away because I think it's a medium or a large. Probably drowned you.
I mean, you could ask my mum if you wanted.
Are you here in the next? I can go and get it if you want.
Oh, I mean,
she's like, I don't want to. If I send it to the hub, more likely to give it someone by it.
Just be careful, I'm on a live. Yeah. Such as that, I just don't want you to. Yeah.
I'll come back in 10 minutes.
My mother will be here, so then she can chat to you. And so, sorry, and that's what I'm in the car. I have a live show every Saturday. Oh, on Sunday. We're on Sunday today. It changes.
I don't want to go in your life neither.
But nice to see you, but yeah, she'll be here. See you. Sorry. No, I just got offered a coat, but I was just thinking of my size, and I wear quite different sizes. It depends what I like, so. Yeah, anyway, that was that chat. But I was just like, I best tell her I'm on live. But okay, sorry. Anyway, yes, here we are for MRW News. That was funny. She'll be back inside a minute, but my mum will be here then, so we're alright. They might have noticed I am inside the back seat, and you might be thinking, why am I inside the back seat? Well, I've never done the news inside this car before, and this is our Austin something 100. I don't know. There's 2 of them. It's very confusing. Well, that's 1100, so this must be the 1000 somewhere. So Princess is actually behind me. Princess is getting some work done, and in order for it to work, the internet, Princess has to go a couple of feet forward, which is not possible at the moment. Well, it is possible. It's fine. I just don't really want to risk it with her. She's actually fine. It's just this car needed a run anyway, so it made sense to do it. But so we are in here now. I am inside the back seat, and the reason why is I could manage to be inside the front seat, but it's quite uncomfortable because I'm really, really close to the camera. It doesn't show it up on camera that I'm really close, but to me it's really, really close. And then I thought I'll have a look at it inside the back, and it does sort of work. The only problem is you've got this inside the way, but then I thought I could lean. You know, it's like a leaning thing, it's like a comfort thing, and also it's really comfy inside the back because, you know, we've got pillows. When you look at this, you know, how comfy. So it's actually comfy inside the back. So this won't last forever. It's just for today because of, well, I mean, we could have done it in Maureen, but really she just needed a run to this car, so that's what happened. The other lady next door, she just came in on my live and she was like, I've got a coat if you want it. So she was asking, but she asked me first what size I was, and I was thinking, well, it must be opposite clothes.
Jane?
No, the other lady.
Which lady?
Well, I don't know the name of her, I just know her.
From?
She's like down there. But she's coming back in a minute or 2 to give you a coat. Cause
Me a coat?
She's more your size. So.
What are you trying to say? Have you been demoted to the back? She's next week. She's in the boot, doing a live on the boot. Then she's in the bin. Yeah. Billy's doing some work on Princess.
Yeah. So.
Not that we mind sitting in the Austin.
No, it's just that she's not
as comfortable.
And the thing is, the problem is, it's not comfort. It's not comfort at all. Because of, like, for example, Maureen's really, really comfortable, and she's not a Van den Plat. But what it is that the fact of it's just too close there for me. So it's just better inside the back seat for today. I mean, it's only today, isn't it? For, you know. No,
really. By the time Billy's messed about, you'll be a few weeks in here like the kitchen.
We just sit for today for now, and then it'll be alright. But we're in here for today. My phone just bimmed. What is it? Oh, it's Chrissy. Okay, I'll message Chrissy later. Oh.
Matilda, you are on a live, pet. You're on a live.
You're dancing, so. She's just saying why she's...
Sorry about this.
Well, I've got my message to read now. We've got some very, 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 actually really unbelievably interesting stories tonight. And all different ones, like all different varied. So first, shall we read out some comments? Then or should I say what I'll do in my day first?
I'll just do the comments and then, because otherwise they get too far
yeah, but it's just
ahead.
that the comments
I'll just
might
do
be
the
to do with
comments.
the day
247 trains. Hello.
Hello.
Emma, hi.
Hi.
David, backseat driver. Thank you for supporting today, David.
Thank you.
And Neville, hi everyone. Cool light in the car tonight. Thank you very much for supporting today, Neville. And Gary, thank you to you. Good evening.
Yes, thank
Van
you.
Transit, hi Matilda. You must be tired after all that dancing.
Not really.
Aaron, enjoy the performance today. I'm also in a car in the services near Birmingham listening to Schubert on a tape player. Well, I hope you have a safe journey home, Aaron, and thank you for the support again.
Yes.
Red Phoenix Nest, hi from Turkey.
Turkey.
Aaron's waiting for his phone to charge. Alex can't believe Jeremy's gone cashless. I can't. I just can't. It's too weak. He needs to stand up. He's got such a big following. He should be the one that's championing it, especially with all. He's made his money out of like old cars and stuff, hasn't he? He should be championing all our history. Dave says, I take it that the kitchen is still on. But Billy, see, this is why you can't slag Billy off. This is why you can't slag Billy off, because he's now working on the princess. So we say yes, the kitchen hasn't been done, but we just seem to have so much that goes wrong. So we got princess sorted, got her running all right, and now she's decided to get an oil leak.
I think we should just change it for now to being inside the car.
Yes,
it's not temporary anymore. It's fixed for a period of time.
But she's got this massive oil leak, which you would think, if you saw an oil leak, you think, oh my god, that's so expensive, but it's not. What's happened now is the gasket on the princess, it has an oil filter, then it has another attachment to attach it to the engine, and that gasket has gone, which is nothing really, apart from if you have, well, I suppose it is if you haven't got a billy, but he's just got to cut the gasket out and make it and fit it. So hence why he's doing something in the garage tonight. So no, he's not doing the kitchen, but we don't care because he's doing something else, so we're not slagging him off tonight, are we? If he wasn't doing that, we'd be giving him a right slagging off.
Well, the kitchen's livable anyway, so it's fine.
Gary says the lighting looks better.
Well, we've got light there and a light there, and we've got heater if we need it.
Nell says, I'm from Ireland.
Hello. Oh, Ireland. I don't know if Tracy's on tonight.
Red Phoenix says that your accent is excellent.
Right.
Emma says hi. Gail says they lose the accents once the camera is off. Do we? I don't think we do. Oh, I don't think we do. I think it's exactly the same. And hi all, says Carl, and then you can go on now because I've done them all.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't get out the car.
Hi.
Sorry, we're doing a live. We're not just sat in our car abnormally.
Okay. So thank you all for that. So before I get on to the news, I'll tell you what I've been doing this weekend. So this weekend has been a Lancaster Music Festival, and Lancaster Music Festival is actually like the biggest music festival that's inside of town, and I did it last year and I've done it this year. Now this year I've done it more my own shows and stuff, which has been really good, and I have really good support. So my first show was at Titan Lock, which I've done a live for. There was a full live for it, and I will have videos coming of that as well. I did actually do a video of it, but I will have more. And then I will be having, so that was a great performance. A lot of you turned up, so thank you so much for doing that. I had loads of great support, and also people were already there, and it was just really was a great support. And it was so funny because of the fact we had all these people here, and then as soon as, it was not inside a mean way, funny meanings, I don't mean it by that, but what I'm saying is the fact of when we finished, it just disappeared, did everybody. But then there was another act, and then people sort of came in a bit more, but after that there was just nobody, so I was like, people, because obviously they've gone because of I've stopped, you know what I mean. But it was really good basically, and we had a really good day, and it was a great performance. We did some really good songs, some songs which was my first time not only performing them live, but first time people actually hearing them, and one of them will be Ballet, which will be, I'm recording this week at the recording studio, so you will be seeing that, and that should be really good. And there will be, I'm sure, probably be a video coming of that. And one of my friends, she came up to me and says, make sure you do another video of you being inside a studio. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So hopefully I might be doing, I think I'll be doing that. But I know we do have a lot planned for this recording though, doing other things. So that happened, and then today I did my other performance, which was on Market Square in Lancaster, and we did dancing. So we did dance performance, which I did 2 lives of. The reason why I did 2 lives is because my other live got a bit messed up. I don't know why, it just froze. So I did another live, and it just worked fine after that. I don't know whose internet I used, but I used somebody's internet, and I clicked onto it, and it worked. So I thought, I'm sticking on your internet, and it worked. So we did a really, really good performance. I was really happy with it, and we got loads of crowds, which was really good, and the crowd stayed. And then when I was like, you know, I've taken a break because, you know, obviously dancing is, you know, well, I mean, I could carry on, but I mean, it's just like, it's just like, yeah. So there's a sticky thing on this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it was really good. We had loads of people turn up, so thank you everybody who did turn up and follow me. Got a lot of people started following me because of that, which was really good as well. There was a lot of kids there, and it was just a really, really good day. And we had loads of dancing. And it was just really, really good. Loads of great support. So you can go see the lives. I've got 3 lives of the whole event. I've got the one where I did my singing on, and my music and everything. So that's my first live, and then I got 2 parts of the dancing live as well, which you can go see either one of them that you want to see, or go watch both of them. And then don't forget to check out my music account, MRW Music Official as well, which has all my music and my dancing on. There will be a lot posted on from this week from that as well. So make sure you do go have a look at that and give it a little follow as well while you're there. Because remember, subscribing, even though it sounds like you're paying for something, it's actually completely free. So you can go do it. It's just the same as follow. I don't know why they don't really put the word follow, because it would make people, you know, be better, you know. And also I'd just like to say another thank you as well for everybody who put super thanks on my lives as well, because I got super thanks on my music one. I got loads of super thanks on my dance one, so I'd just like to say another thank you for them, because on my live I didn't get to do too much thank you in, because not only was I dancing and, you know, in a rush, but the live sometimes you can always hear what I was saying. So I mean, you can hear what I was saying, but like I had to you know, I was out of breath and stuff, so I wasn't really. But what I'm saying is basically thank you everybody who did that. So I'll just read a few more comments and then we'll start with the news. My mother's still chatting. So I've done that. Let me just, I don't know where we got up to. Camera off. I'm just going to go to a comment, and then I'll read the comments, then we'll get to the news. I want to cook for you one day. Right, okay. So what are you all doing? Backseat something? Backstage. Okay, I'm gonna have to read that later. Anyway, Adrian is on, and he's put, hi Matilda and Jane. Hello. Jane is outside, but she will be coming in inside a minute. And hi Neville. Matilda, you were awesome yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you for coming as well. Thank you for the support. Very, 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 very much appreciated. And he's put, please like the live. Yes, thank you. Neville's put, Lancaster was busy this weekend. Great performance, Matilda and Jane. Thank you very much, Neville. Thank you for coming. Nice. We've got Michael Jackson set. Yes. And then the guy in the studio must be looking forward to some cake you bringing. Yeah, come to think of it, I haven't really thought about baking the cake yet. I mean, there is a cake mixture that I have been doing lately, but lately it's been going wrong, because it's like this cake mixture where if I get it right, it just tastes absolutely brilliant, but if I get it wrong, it's just really, really bad. And I've done that quite a couple of times this week. I've got it wrong, so it's not the best.
Have you read out the comment?
Yeah, but
where did you get to?
Well, I was doing it, but hang on a minute. Who's I reading? Something about the cake mixture I was reading about going to the studio. There, the guy. There we go, that one.
Where?
There.
Moten, Carl, Michael Jackson said, Neville, Adrian, great to see you yesterday. Gary, the guys in the studio must be looking forward to some cakes you bring. So that's where you've got to.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Adrian says, yes, great to see you, Neville. David says he loves Ballet.
Yes.
Ballet
will be coming out soon.
Lewis says, Jack, she youngster, don't call her baby. It's horrible, his baby. Neville says, yes, Ballet was great. Adrian says, can't stay till end. Going to Adrian's going to another gig.
I remember him saying that though, so I did sort of know that. But well, thank you for tuning on for as long as you can.
Aaron says he has to start driving the buses at 4:30 tomorrow. You get yourself back home, Aaron.
Yes, that's an early shift. I mean, I just really can't wake up early.
No, you're not a good waker up early. No. Are we going to do some news?
We are going to do some news. Let's go to my front seat.
It's a bit rushed tonight. We've been very busy this weekend.
Yes, we're very
Oh God,
busy.
you are my baby girl. Just seriously, what
Honestly, how?
do they have a life? Seriously.
Right. So I'll do the police one first.
Yes, it's quite funny.
So-
I'll do that because I haven't found the picture of the other thing. I haven't done it. So you do that while I'm doing this.
You got a picture of it?
Not of the other one.
Or have you got a picture of this one?
I don't need a picture.
You do?
Oh yes, I do. I have got that. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Right. So the police, this is in the US, USA, but I suppose we got a lot of followers from there anyway, so it doesn't matter. And also it's just so interesting. The police in the US have found a bag full of drugs, so that's probably not too uncommon, you know, people, you know, that happens. But the thing that is uncommon is it was inside a makeup bag, which the makeup bag had on it, definitely not a bag full of drugs. What was it?
Definitely not a bag full of drugs.
But it was a bag full of drugs.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
So this is in Oklahoma, I believe. It's Oklahoma, isn't it? Is it? Am I right using the word "oh" and
I
not
don't think it was.
No,
I don't think it was Oregano.
Oregano.
Sorry.
Oregano.
Oregano.
It's in the USA.
I'm
so-
too tired. I can't cope.
When a vehicle was spotted, the
There it
driver and
is.
the passengers. This is the picture of it.
Definitely not a bag of drugs. That.
Definitely.
If anybody thinks that's a bag of drugs, you are totally wrong. It's definitely
So
not.
it's
Got a sign
we've
on
got
it.
little measuring scales as well to measure them out, and the,
Yeah.
and the
But
money
that's
and the
not.
gun.
That's not.
No,
me-
there's the bag. You can see it there. So now I feel the reason why they got spotted was because they're actually inside a stolen vehicle. So that's how.
Did they not put a sign on it?
Well, I feel
Saying
like
definitely not a stolen vehicle.
They should have done.
Yeah, they
I bet
got
they
away
would've
with
got-
it then.
Well, they would have done because I know you think because of I don't know what the rain was here. I don't know whether they just saw it and they just never thought they were going to get caught in the first place and just thought, oh, I'll just put it in that bag because thought it was funny, or whether they thought putting it inside that bag will make the police think.
Oh, I've got another friend. I'm doing well. Sorry about this.
I'm obviously getting a coat. Oh, that's a good coat she's getting. I'll show you it in a minute after she gets it. That is a good coat. That's a good coat, isn't it? That's a nice coat. That is a nice coat. Well, my mum was just getting a coat. I'll finish the story after she's got the coat. But she's just getting a free coat from the next door neighbour, which is very nice of her. And it looks like a really warm. I'm really jealous of this coat. Wait till you see this coat. I mean, it's a good coat. I mean, like, seriously, it's a good coat. But this. So if you haven't already seen it, I've been doing a series of old girls in action sort of thing, and which is basically loads of old diggers and vehicles and cranes and stuff, all in action and actually working. So I've been doing this series, and I think the next video is coming of me actually driving a crane. So I actually got to drive a crane, which was very good, and they said I was very good at it, which was good. So that video will be coming out soon, but for now they have got about 2 or 3 episodes out. I haven't counted, but there are already some episodes out, so you can go watch them and see the episodes of it already all been done, and you can meet all the volunteers. Well, I mean, not meet them in person unless you went to the show. You could actually just go meet them in person, really, but you can watch it and get to know the characters a bit, and watch it. So that will be good. And don't forget, also do check out my music account, MRW News. Sorry, MRW Music Official. It's a bit hard when you say put MRW in front of everything. But and we've got the other news stories. We've got one about what the BBC have done. The BBC have done something wrong, and then we've got one about a bird, which I know we've got some bird watchers here, and I think you're gonna find this one very, very, very interesting. So that will be coming. I mean, I could just do the bird story now, to be honest, couldn't I? While I'm waiting for it, really, because I'm just waiting for it at the moment. So I'm going to do the bird story. I'm going to have to do the bird story. So I'm going to go back to the drug story. It's just that I want my mother to be here to finish it, and she's outside. But I'll do the bird story because I can do that one by myself-ish. Now, a truly, truly stunning bird. When I mean by it's a truly stunning bird, it is actually really is a truly stunning bird, which is originally from Africa. So that's where it's from, really. Has been spotted at a nature reserve in Lancashire. So that's really good. I mean, So this bird has been spotted in Lancashire, and as many as 100 of these birds come every year. Well, not every year. They come at one point. So it's the hopping. Now I'm gonna tell you how it's spelled. I don't actually know how to spell it because I can. Neville! How come he's so ahead of things? He's literally just commented it. Well done. Everybody go read Neville's comment and you'll see what I mean. But I'll get Mother to read and send me. So that bird, she's hoppings or hoopoes. Hoopoed, I think it is. But you know. Basically migrate to the north to Europe in but are not. Basically, they come here for like a day, but it's not really typical this time late inside the year. But they've come, and they usually come for about like a literally day, and they're straight off because they basically want to, like, you know, go to the mating grounds. So one has arrived at a nature reserve, which there is the name of it, but I have to get Mother to read it, which the moment is you get a coat. Much to the delight of bird watchers. The name comes from its calling because it's supposed to have quite a unique call noise. So you can go listen to that. I mean, literally, when I searched it, it just mainly says about the fact of them calling. So you can go listen to what they sound like. When it turns up in the spring, it tends to stay here for only one day, feeds, and then it goes. Basically eats and then goes. So it's a bit like a lodger, you know, it's like here for one day. I don't pay for anything and goes. So that's what it's like. But I mean, obviously it's a nice lodger. But because at that time of the year, basically it does just want to go off and breed, and wherever it's going to. But in August, no, in some time of the year, they tend to hang around a bit, waiting for the weather to basically change, the conditions to change. I am dyslexic and I've only had like literally about an hour to read all this before, and I had to have dinner in between that. The RSPB, so it's not a RSPCE, it's the RSPB, said the hopping, I believe, was is an exotic looking bird, and it does look exotic. I mean, if you came outside your house and you saw this bird, which I'm gonna get a picture of you because I'm talking about it, not showing you a picture of it, you would just look at it and you just think, you know, that's like an alien, because it does look really, really good. Where's she coming? Is she coming in? Mama, come here. Mummy, show the coat alive. I've talked about it enough, you need to show it to them. So she's coming now, so we can fully get cracking on. So this is the bird. I'll show you the bird. Here's the bird. So look at that bird.
I've got another visitor. Sorry about this, folks.
Look at that coat. You've got a good coat there. This is the coat she's got. Look at that. Look at that. It's a good coat. It's got white sleeves and everything in it. Oh, it's got some warm pockets. Look how fluffy wuffy it is. Look at it. I wonder if it'll fit me. I'm trying on the coat. Mama, I'm trying on your coat. I mean, it's quite big, but it sort of works. Actually, I don't know if you remember, last week I went on a residential and I actually forgot my coat. So I don't have a coat because of also the next time I see those people.
Sorry about that. That's another visitor. Oh, look at that. Oh, you are a Bobby Dazzler in that. That is smart. Well done, you. Well done, you. Well done, the lady that brought it round. Well done.
Yeah.
Look at that. There. There. And that's fake fur, by the way, everybody. Fake fur.
This would be good for train spotting, won't it?
Yeah, it'd be good for anything. It'd be good for me, that. I think I could cram my fat body into that.
I was glad she turned up. I saw she was looking. I thought she's just looking the fact sat inside my car. So I waved, and then she came in, and she was like, "Oh, hello, I've got a coat." Well, she wasn't. She was like asking what size I was first, but anyway, it doesn't matter what size I'm having this coat. And here's the bird.
Oh, we're on to the bird now.
Here's the bird. So this is the bird. So it is an exotic looking bird, and it is a good bird. Look at that bird. Look at it.
That's pretty.
Oh, it does say it's a pretty bird. Could you just read out a few things that I couldn't manage to read, like its name?
A truly stunning bird. It's native to Africa, and it's been spotted in a nature reserve in Lancashire. Have you told them that bit?
Yep.
Falridge Reserve in Pendle?
Nope.
Right, it's at Lower Falridge Reserve in Pendle.
It might have gone by now.
But it has definitely gone then, because it only stays for a day, feeds up and then moves away.
User.
It's a user. Because of that time of year, they're most interested in getting in the breeding grounds and finding a mate. And in autumn, they tend to hang around a bit waiting for the weather conditions. That was what I was looking for, the word autumn. The RSPB said the hoopoe was an exotic-looking bird with a pinkish-brown body, striking black and white wings, a black down-curved bill, and a pinkish-brown crest, which it raises when excited.
I love that. I'm so happy.
It does not breed in the UK, but as many as 100 hoopoes can turn up its wing.
It comes all the way up here to this cold place.
Well, if you let me read the story, I'll tell you. Migrating north to Europe from Africa. So there you go.
Well, aren't we like on the outskirts of Europe, really?
Really, you know, it must know where it's going. It does it every year, apparently.
It's going up to the cold place.
I know, it's doing right.
Do you reckon it'll be alright, like in a really, really cold place with his coat on?
Yes. It looks a good coat.
It does. I mean, when I saw you, I was like...
So I'll get in it.
What's that cool? You know, I'm just expecting...
Imagine if you was there and you're on the live and I'm going, nah, I don't think she'll like that. And you what?
I was just expecting you just like... I mean, when she said about the coat, I was like, oh, what coat could it be? Like, what you know, is it a good coat? You know, I was thinking, and then I just turned up with his coat. I was like, oh, this is a good coat. So I'm happy that she turned up for this.
Right, so Carl says paper folding.
Okay.
So I thought you might say you knew about that.
No. I don't think I do. No, I do very short.
Neville says hoopoe.
Yes, he got it right before I read it.
And he says, so sorry, Matilda, I didn't mean that. What does that mean? What does that mean, Neville?
That's the bird's name.
So sorry, Matilda, I didn't mean that. David says, definitely not a hoopoe, Neville. It was a drug carrier. Neville says, they're fantastic birds. We watched one at Aldingham last winter, so Neville said, well done, Neville. Gary says, nice coat, what a kind neighbour. We have, there's some really horrible toxic people in Bentham, but in our little area, we are very lucky with our neighbours, aren't we? The neighbour that's attached to the barn is no problem whatsoever. In fact, has helped us when we've been doing some work, or we've worked together. We needed some work doing on an adjoining wall. We've done the work together with no problem. Well, Billy's done the work, but we arranged it together, paid for it together with no problems. Jane's no problem whatsoever, is she? Jane's no problem whatsoever. And we don't have any problems, do we? No. Around our little area here.
No.
The one attached to us the other way is no problem. We're lucky around here. And then we've just got a free coat.
Yeah. So she's sorted. She's ticked as a good neighbour.
Spooky Pumpkins Disney Halloween says, hello everyone, together and friends. Hope we're doing great. And I love your videos, Matilda. You're so good at dancing. They speak Danish, English and Spanish. That's very intelligent, isn't it?
Me 15 words in Italy.
Neville says, pronounce hoopoe. Hoopoe.
Hoopoe.
Hoopoe.
Hoopoe.
Karen says, I bet you could wear that coat in the cold Siberian climate.
That's what I was thinking.
And Van Transit says, nice coat.
Thank you.
And Zinko says, don't know where you get the energy from. You must be tired. And Neville says, hi, Spooky.
I'm not too bad. Like, I'm not tired at all. Well, I mean, I didn't have any dinner today. Before when I did that show, I didn't have any food. So then it was only afterwards when I got some food. And even like, yeah, but that light just turned on. I wonder if my new friend's gonna walk down there.
I'll be bringing some more. I'll be bringing your top round next to a pair of trousers.
I'd like some shoes actually.
Yeah, excuse me. You haven't got any shoes, have you?
It's like trainers.
You've only got tiny little feet though. She'll probably have bigger feet than you.
I haven't got tiny feet.
You've got a size 4. Oh, that's a light gun. You got size 4.
I've done it today. That's not small. I've actually got winter boots on at the moment, but they're not very good winter boots. Though I think they're good, but then I was gonna. Oh. I think they're good, but then I was gonna wear them and basically I just got them slagged off once. So. There we go. Right. Okay. Back to the drugs.
Have we done the drugs?
No, because you went off and I didn't want to do the drugs without. I didn't want to do the drugs without you.
I think you've knackered this. It's
a really good light as well.
I think that's bright enough. They can see you.
Well, I mean, I was gonna.
I think you've broken it now. You've broken my light.
There you go. It's a really nice lampshade.
Show my lampshade. Look at my vintage lampshade. Isn't that beautiful? Look, all handmade. It's all stitched. Isn't that lovely? That was a charity shop.
Was it? Was it the... I thought we got it given.
No, we didn't. We don't get coats given. Not lampshades.
No, I thought it was that man up there. I'm sure it was. He gave us some form of lamp.
Van Transit says, have we done the drugs?
No, we haven't got.
So most people think we're on drugs.
We haven't got to drugs.
Oh, David, well done, David. Big round of applause for David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. Superstar.
David,
got some money for our drugs.
Thank you,
well
David.
done, David.
We get the police around.
We won't have far to go to get drugs around here. Local pubs called the
come
Coke
to our
House.
door, so not too much.
Yes, yeah, they were dealing outside our door the other day.
So usually
So that's not too bad.
Yeah. So basically, let's go back to the drug story. But I'll read it out just again, just because it'll be for some of you and it's really funny, so I might as well just read it out
Well, I
again.
deleted it. We've definitely done the drug story.
No, I didn't. I stopped doing it when you went because I wanted to.
Well, I don't need do I need the picture again? Does anybody want the drug story
get a
picture?
It doesn't take you 5 seconds, does it?
Well, it does when I've deleted it.
Yeah, we just going to delete it. Right, the police in the US, police in the US have basically found some drugs. Now I know that was what shock horror. No, I know it's not too shock horror, but it is the story that I'm bringing up because they saw this car and it's a stolen car, so they got this car and they found this bag inside there, which the bag was basically a makeup bag, and it said on it, it says definitely not a bag full of drugs. So they opened it and it was a bag full of drugs. And
no
also,
way. There you go.
Look.
Found it. So that is a bag full of drugs, apparently, but it says it wasn't.
It says it wasn't.
There's a lot of other things that look drug-related around there.
It says it wasn't a bag full of drugs, but it was a bag full of drugs. And I think it was like more than 10 grams of... Is that a mini bags? It can't be 10 grams altogether. Is that drug really like?
10 grams is a lot if it's drugs, isn't it? It's meth. That's a lot of drugs.
A lot of drugs.
I mean, I'm not an expert on meth, thank God. But I'd say that's quite a lot. I think if you took 10 grams of meth, you'd probably be dead. Any meth takers on here?
No.
They can tell us, is that a lot of drugs? But if somebody comes back and says, oh, I don't take as much as that. I mean, I can only manage a gram a night.
2 and a push. but the thing was that I don't see what the tactics were here. Whether they just saw this bag and just thought it was funny to themselves and they thought we're never going to get caught, so what does it matter? Or whether they thought the fact is it says definitely not a bag of drugs on here, that they thought that would be tricking the officers or whatever to not notice it. But then again, they might be thinking, police officers, I'm just saying from experience, I'm not saying this for all, because obviously it's bad and good and everything, but sometimes I might have just thought we could just get a really bright police officer where he just sees it and just goes, oh, it's definitely not a bag full of drugs.
Like ours around here, like Ingram or somebody.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh no. Like North Yorkshire Police, that's not a bag of drugs.
There's a bag here that feels quite light and squishy, but it says definitely not a bag full of drugs, so...
Tony just put it away, it's not a bag of drugs.
You should have put a sign in the car, because if you said definitely not stolen, I wouldn't have stolen it. I wouldn't have got you. So, or they just, I don't know what they were thinking. Unless they just thought if we get caught, then they're going to find the drugs anyway, if they're like a sniff dog or something. So they just thought, oh, it's fine. I don't know what the tactics were here.
Neville says they try not to draw attention to themselves. I don't think they were very bright with the Neville.
Unless they just really like, if they thought if we get caught, we might as well go out in style.
Yeah, because there'll be that many drugs, obviously, around America.
Nobody
knows the news, but they've made the news, haven't they?
Yeah, so I suppose they've done it right. But the thing is...
They've made MRW News. That's probably what they want.
Yeah. But what I would say, no, I'm not saying what I would say. I'm obviously I'm not going to ever do it. But what I'm saying is if I would say
confession on MW News.
Because it's a stolen car, I'd have to say one of two things. I'd say yes, I stole a car, but the drugs just came with them. It just came with it. It was just in here. Because I looked at it and I thought, is that a bag of drugs? And it said definitely not a bag of drugs. So I thought, oh, it's not a bag of drugs.
You probably get away with that in this judicial system.
Or,
all right, okay then.
If you really wanted to push it, you could say, I've just bought this car. I didn't know it was stolen. I didn't know there was a bag of drugs in there. And then if you're speeding, then I think you just have to accept the speeding fine.
Yeah. But not to say that it's not the bag of drugs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away from the bag of drugs.
Oh yeah, but or you could really, really, really push it and say, I was racing to the police station because I found a bag of drugs.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's a worry, isn't she? Sorry about this. Even I'm getting nervous now. There'll be police on if you ever get stopped for pulled for speeding. Ha! Do you remember the live, Miss Walden, where you said the amount of things you could say to get away from a police officer? Well, I'm one of the intelligent ones, Miss Walden.
Ah.
No, you remember what I said? Well, I can play it for you on here. You said.
Damn. Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not going to be in that position, but you know.
So you're not going to steal a car, and you're not going to have 10 grams of meths on you.
Unless I don't know about it.
Yeah. Imagine if you got pulled.
I
just bought the car, officer. Yes, you did say that in your news show.
I
said you'd say that. In fact, you said you'd say that.
I'm honest.
Dave says, only meths I have used is for burning things. Thank goodness for that. Wait, last time I used meths was for that steam engine, you know, that model steam engine. We use meths for that. Do? It sets on fire. Meths, it does not, because, well, people take anything, don't they? They'll put anything up the nose or inject
Well, isn't it
like,
wasn't it, I remember a story where somebody banged out a drugstore and started using flour.
I don't suppose it'll have the same effect.
Yeah, but I suppose if they're a bit that loopy enough as it is with it.
Gary says, sorry, can't help you with the price of meths. Now heroin, that's different. Van
heroin, so.
Van says, they definitely weren't police. Spooky Pumpkin says, hi, Neville. And the one and only Nicole says, you're my favourite transgender YouTuber. Well, thank you very much. Gary says, I've always wondered why sniffer dogs don't get addicted to the drugs they sniff. Neville says the same as you, Spooky. Adrian says, your dance live just passed 2,500 views. Hey, well done.
No?
That's a lot of views. That's a lot of views. Soul says, you're the opposite of beautiful. Thank you.
I'd like to look in the mirror. I mean, by a mirror, because I don't really look like that.
David says, who just looked through your back window? Billy. It'll have been I hope it was Billy. Otherwise, I'll be worried sick. It will have been Billy. Unless it's somebody, unless it's another neighbour bringing some clothes. Yeah, but if you remember, we had our thief, didn't we? He went that way. Yeah. Spooky Pumpkin says, you're my favourite YouTuber. Neville says, there was a great crowd watching today, Adrian. And there certainly, it was a big crowd, wasn't it, Neville? The Spooky Pumpkin.
I mean, if you think about it, if you put this, because we also did another live, so that would be 3,500 things, and then we had so many people come in, then, you know, there could have been like 5,000. And then
the one and only Nicole says, coffee, cigarettes and cocaine. You'll be skinny in no time. I'll have to try that. And Adrian says, great crowd. Awesome.
Yeah.
You probably exercise and not eat as much.
I mean, I never really thought I needed to be skinny. I thought I was all right, to be honest. I mean, I did do, you know, quite a lot of dancing today.
Yeah, probably a bit skinny if you had some cocaine there.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, swiftly moving on.
Right, what have we got now?
BBC.
Oh, this is quite funny, isn't it?
So here's another funny one. The BBC have a fault with the BBC weather website and app. So the BBC, well, did they get their weather, like, did they just use it themselves, or did they use the whatever it's called?
Net Office, isn't it?
Yeah, Net Office. And did everybody use that then?
Well, I don't know if everybody does, but obviously a lot of them do.
Just use it on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so they basically had to. You just read the top line. Basically,
there was a fault on the BBC weather website and an app, and this is the problem when people rely totally on things on apps.
Looking out the window.
No, but they do, don't they? You wouldn't have got it done years ago.
Zach.
They wouldn't have done it years ago, would they? They rely totally on these apps. So it went incorrect forecast of impossibly high wind speeds in the UK and across the globe. And it showed, this is on the BBC website. No, let me just read you to it and then you say the amount. It showed the estimated wind speed of...
This was in London of 13,508 miles per hour. So that is 4 times faster than a bullet. So, I mean, I wouldn't like to be in London, man.
When they were saying before, weren't they? It was 180 miles an hour, and they said leave the area or you'll be dead. And the BBC are putting weed spins at
Everybody's going on about America. We're on here.
Yeah, we're about London at 30,000 miles per hour.
You know, I think we've got it pretty bad.
I bet people thought, God, they're really trying to push this, global warming agenda here.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, I think later on it says we got the date wrong. And I'm thinking, what? Not the date, love. It doesn't matter about the date. It's the speed. The speed's the problem.
I wonder how many people believed it. There'll be people wanting on Facebook, you won't believe it. Well, oh my God, how are we going to manage with these speed? I'd be thinking, oh, my tomatoes.
Well, anyway, in Rome, it was actually a bit less windy, but it was still pretty windy. 5,293 miles per hour in Rome.
Oh, it's not as bad then.
No, it's not
just a breeze in Rome.
Just breeze in comparison. And temperature?
You'd want a breeze that's in Nottingham because the temperature in Nottingham was
404 degrees. So that's pretty hot.
And it's quite mild in New York at 384 degrees C.
Yes, New York is probably the most cooled down. Oh no, where's that in Swaledale?
In Sydney. Swaledale.
I don't even know where Swaledale is. Where is Swaledale? I've been to Swaledale. I know I've been to Swaledale. I can't remember when.
It's North Yorkshire, isn't it? It's still in North Yorkshire, Swaledale.
What did I go for?
Is it? Well, the answer is it North Yorkshire, still Swaledale. I think it's North Yorkshire. But it's certainly not Sydney, which was 378 degrees C.
It's pretty hot there, though.
Yeah, but it's not 378 degrees C. That's like nearly twice as hot as an oven on full. Anyway, the BBC weather said that wasn't true, so they've admitted some of their weather reports aren't true, just not all of them. The data issue was a third-party supplier, and it was fixing the problem. If that's all you've got to do is to provide the weather, and you can't even get that right, that's not good, is it?
Somebody's got to physically write out those numbers, haven't they?
Yeah. And they always blame it on an app, don't they? A digital problem. Why don't they have it as on backup as paper like we do? So anything goes wrong, we've got it. They're just stupid. Weather presenters worked to reassure users who had spotted errors appearing on on Thursday morning. Bless them.
See, if it was me and I run a BBC, I'd just say it's funny though, wouldn't it? People like them.
I just say it's true. I say it's true.
Well, I think it was a BBC. I think it was because of back then. I think
some people will believe that, you know.
Yeah, but do you remember it was April Fool's Day and they did this show, but back when there wasn't, the internet, and they said that spaghetti grew off trees.
Somebody will believe that, yeah.
Well, a lot of people did.
They will.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was before the internet, so they wouldn't have known anything.
Well, they wouldn't have known that spaghetti doesn't grow on trees.
Well, I mean, the chefs will have known. Chefs will have...
There were a few more people than the chefs. You'd have to be a chef to know that spaghetti doesn't grow on trees. If you always just buy it
from the co-op, then how do you know?
Well, then it doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Well, would you have believed that?
I don't know. I was just in that situation.
Sorry about
this.
A
lot of things grow off trees, don't they?
I did try really hard with the home education, honestly.
I'm just saying, I don't know back then. Back in the olden days.
Cal says you can always put your hand out the window. I don't think that's to do with the spaghetti, that's the wind.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
David says BBC ditch Met Office for Meteo Group. I can't really see that. Meteo Group. Gary says you'd never fly a kite in that wind. I don't think you'd fly anything in that wind.
No, you fly.
Neville says by rights we should be in another universe then. Cal says it was global warming in 1976. Van Transit says the BBC must have been on speed. John says I ditched the BBC 2 years ago. I think a lot of people did. Well, over some period of time, they've lost a lot of respect, haven't they? Spooky Pumpkin says I may actually be fine today. What about the rest of you? Gary says bet it was still raining in Manchester. Neville says we're expecting fine weather, or are we? Adrian says bye ladies, going to my gig now. Going to be laughing, driving there. Great live. Thank you, Adrian. And listen to you live on your way down. It'll keep you entertained. Gary says what spaghetti doesn't grow on trees, thought it did with money. Oh, you've upset Gary now.
Money does.
Gary thought spaghetti grew on trees.
It does.
Say sorry, Gary.
It's just they have different types.
Yeah.
It's not all of them. You don't get it often, that's all.
Van Transit says some people leave the BBC. Glad I don't have a licence. We don't have a licence. We don't watch. No. We don't have a telly.
We don't have.
How many people on here pay for their licence? That's a good one. Do people pay for the licence, or do they not pay for the do they not have a telly? How many people pay for the licence? Because we don't have a telly, do we?
No, we don't.
David says April, October full, and Gary says hi spooky. So who pays for a TV license? Because they're trying to, well, a lot of people are saying they should abolish it, aren't they?
Well, I mean, if you want to buy, you want to use it, then that's fine. If you want to pay for it or use it or whatever. But I remember when I first heard about it, I just thought it was pretty nonsense. The fact is that you pay. I mean, fair enough paying maybe to watch TV all in all, but when you're just paying for one channel, it just like
they haven't changed it, have they?
That's what I mean. The thing is, things just need to move with time a bit more.
Van Transit says they don't watch telly. And then, yeah, because now so many things have changed. So if you're paying subscription, for example, Amazon Prime or Netflix or something like that, you won't and you don't watch the BBC. Why should you pay for a license?
Well, I mean, like
I think it should be licensed.
But I mean, it's just
Dave says we pay for license as wife watches crap on TV. If it was me, I would not. David says when they come around, say that it's definitely not a telly. We haven't got a telly.
No.
I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, somebody tell me if it is or not. If you have a telly in your house with the plug on, so for example, you did have a telly and you just, because you could have, I think you can put computers to them, can't you? And it wasn't plugged in, but it was just in the house, they will still do you. That's what I was told.
I thought you said it needed to be plugged in.
No, it didn't. It doesn't need to be plugged in. If it's got a plug on it, they can still do you.
Well, the thing is, like, I mean, for example, I could plug a TV in and put CDs in it, couldn't I?
Now, Neville's with Dave. So, Neville's with Dave, who said we pay for licenses. Wife watches crap on TV. So Neville says he's with Dave. So obviously the same as that. But yeah,
I mean, they've produced some good stuff, but
well, they will do when people are paying 160 odd quid, because that's where all the money comes from, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. As I say, I haven't watched them. I don't watch them, so I don't know what they've released now. But I mean, I used to, like, for example, my grandma had it and stuff, so I used to watch it then TV. But like, so I mean, I knew they did do stuff. Why don't they do Strictly Come Dancing? I don't know.
Gary says most people have dodgy boxes now that get everything. So there you go.
Well, there you go. There's it's at the moment the weather is really, 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 really windy, 4 times faster than a bullet, and there's definitely not a bag of drugs in there.
Well done, you.
And you've got really a new bad bird outside.
And you've got a new coat.
And I've got a new coat as well, which is quite good. Have we got anything else to say?
No,
I don't think we have. Not that I can think of. Well then, we'll potter off and we'll see you next week. Don't know what day. The news might be on Sunday next week, might be on Saturday. You're just going to have to wait and see, because I don't know.
50 Thunder says, I watch less and less telly these days. Taskmaster is about the only thing I watch. I certainly avoid watching the news. It's too damn depressing. It is depressing, isn't it?
Mm. Well, thank you very much for watching this. But this news isn't depressing.
Greg says, bye, take care.
Bye-bye.
David says, go and rest you both. Yes, thank you very much. We will do. We're absolutely knackered, but it's been a great day. It's been a brilliant weekend, and we're thank you so much to everybody who turned up physically, and for everybody who turned up on the live, and for everybody who donated. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Loads of super thanks.
This week's been really, really good, so thank you.
Van Transit says good laugh, cheers, bye, and Dave says goodbye. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a great night. And see you through the week.
Yes, well, thank you very much. I'll see you all later, and thank you very much for that super thanks, and thank you very much for the super thanks today, and the super thanks yesterday, and all the others. Thank you very, very much, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye. Have a lovely night. Look, I can lift a seal. Bye.